Hey you guys, and welcome to a book haul video. This is the library edition part 2, and I actually decided to break this into 3 videos because it was just way too long when I filmed it the first time. So yeah, there we are. So the first book that I'm going to show you that I got is What Remains of Heaven by C.S. Harris. And it is a Sebastian St. Cyr mystery novel, and I actually had one of his books before, and I gave it away, and it was a really nice, pretty hardcover. I really loved it, but I was just like, I'll give it to somebody who will actually read it. And when I saw this, I thought I'd maybe give him another chance, since I never did actually read any of them, so maybe I'll read that one. And then the next book I got is called Deep Kiss of Winter, and it's holiday collection with a bite, so it's holiday themed at least. And it has 2 authors because it's a bind up, called Kresley Cole and Gina Showalter. And I've never read anything by Kresley Cole yet, so I'm looking forward to that. I've read some Gina Showalter, and I own a lot of her books. So the first book is called Untouchable, and it's by Kresley Cole. Murdoch Roth will stop at nothing to claim Daniela, the delicate Valkyrie who makes his heart beat for the first time in 300 years. Yet the exquisite Dani is part ice fae, and her freezing skin can't be touched by anyone but her own kind without inflicting pain beyond measure. Can they conquer an agony of frustration and slack the overwhelming desire burning between them? So that sounds like a really good. I wonder how they'll overcome the no touching thing. The next book is called Tempt Me Eternally, and it is by Gina Showalter. With only skin-to-skin contact, Leah Love can change her appearance, assume any identity. Now she's an heir, alien investigation and removal agent on a mission to capture a group of otherworldly warriors. Only she is held captive when dangerously seductive Brennan, a golden-skinned, iron-willed commander, threatens her new life, and for the first time, Aaliyah wants only to be herself. So that sounds really good and interesting. I'm looking forward to reading some Kresley Cole. And of course, this cover is deliciously awesome. Just saying. Never mind. I'm gonna keep moving on and stop being creepy. I got Frankenstein by Shelley, and this is what it looks like. That creepy cover. This is what it looks like on the back. I'm sorry for any of the sounds you probably hear in the background. There's people doing fireworks. It's not Christmas yet. People, leave it alone. But anyway, Frankenstein, I'm guessing that you all heard of the Frankenstein thing. Is when he, Frankenstein creates a monster, or was it? I forgot which one was which, but anyway, I have a Kindle copy, but decided I needed a physical copy, so when I saw it for 10 cents, I decided to go ahead and get it. And the next book I'm going to show you is one I forgot to haul last time, and it is In the Shadow of the Hedgeman by Orson Scott Card, and this is a sequel to Ender's Shadow, which itself was a companion novel to Ender's Game, which I absolutely positively loved in that whole series, which I read, but I never read the other part of the whole series and world building, which takes place from other people's point of view, so I'm really excited. I'm thinking about collecting them all in hardcover because I had Ender's Shadow and paperback, but I gave it away because I'm just like, I'm going to start doing it all in hardcover, but I haven't yet. But I do also have a hardcover of Ender's Game because that's what I meant when I was talking about. But most of them I have in paperback, but I haven't decided yet, and I'm not going to decide it now. So just stop talking about it. So the next book I got was by V.C.Andrews, and it's Secrets in the Attic, and I think it kind of follows a whole Flowers in the Attic thing, which I read when I was really young, and it was, you know, sort of disturbing for reasons I will not go into right now, but those of you who read it, you know what I'm talking about. Yep. So I'm going to read it because I don't think there's any spoilers for anything because this is the whole start of a whole new series. But let's go. 2 friends as close as sisters, one killer secret that will tear their small town apart. In the dust and shadows of the attic, they shared everything. Fanciful stories, high school crushes, plans for the future, dreams to travel the world. For Carrie, the attic is her escape from the reality of her stepfather's unwanted attention. Together in the ease of a house with its own murderous history, the best friends concoct a scheme that will put Karen's stepfather in his place. It wasn't supposed to turn deadly, but in the attic, Karen shares one more secret with her best friend, a secret to take to the grave. So that sounds really interesting. And I like Flowers in the Attic, so this is what it looks like when you open it up. Yep. And moving on, the next book I caught my interest is called Week 1 Shattered by Scott Waylands. And this is what it looks like. It says 7's on right there on the side. And let's see, 7 weeks, 7 stories, 7 lives. Thursday, 2:07 p.m., Mina's bedroom, Oak Street. Mina's sitting on the edge of her bed, looking out the window, her eyes fixed on the house down the street. Everything is so quiet, so peaceful. It looks so perfect. It makes her want to scream, but she can't, because if she did, the truth would come out, and she can't let that happen. So Mina will stay quiet for as long as she can. 7 years ago, a tragedy tore them apart. Now fate will bring them back together. So this sounded like a really interesting book, and I thought it'd be an interesting read, even with all this going on right there. Because, you know, I gotta remember it's Tenzin. It's from the library, so sounds really good. And if I like it, then I'll pick up the other stories. Then the next book that I got is by Gina Showalter, and it's called Lord of the Vampires, and it's book 1 in the Royal House of Shadows, and it seemed interesting, so I picked it up. Just awesome. And then let's see, once upon a time, the blood sorcerer vanished the kingdom of Eldon. To save their children, the queen scattered them to safety, and the king filled them with vengeance. Only a magical timepiece connects the four. Royal hairs and times is running out. Nikolai, the vampire, was renowned for his fertility, but in a twist of fate, the dark seducer had become a sex slave in the kingdom of Delphina. Stripped of his precious timepiece and his memory, all that remained was a primal need for freedom, revenge, and the only woman who could help him. In her dreams, a wanton vampire called to Jane Parker, drawing her from his dark sexuality and his magical realm. Before a human, all was not a fairy tale in Delphina. Jane was the key to Nikolai's memory, but exploiting her meant dooming the moral he craved. Once upon a time, there was the only hope to bring their kingdom back to life. So this seems really interesting, and it seems like a really good start to a good series that I'm hoping. So looking forward to that. And then the next 2 books. The first one is called The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stella Lorson, and I've been really wanting to read this book. Every time I tried to buy this series, something went wrong. But I saw this and I snatched it right up because I was like, I'm finally going to be able to read it. And I actually saw the Swedish movie, the first movie, and it seemed really good. And then I bought like the 3 box set, and I haven't read the other 2 yet. Sorry for my phone. But I'm going to read the back real quick for you guys. Harriet Wagner, scion of one of Sweden's wealthiest families, disappeared over 40 years ago. All these years later, her aged uncle continues to seek the truth. He hires Mikael Blomqvist, a crusading journalist recently trapped by a liberal convention, to investigate. He is aided by the pierced and tattooed punk prodigy Elizabeth Slander. Together they tap into a vein of unfathomable inequality and astonishing corruption. So that sounds really good, and so tell me what you guys think about this, even though it's like really big and it has like really small print writing, but I'm looking forward to reading it whenever I get to it. At the last book, I was really excited to see it, this thing, because I was just like, oh my god, they have it here? Seriously? I was really excited, and that is World War Z, an oral history of the Zombie War by Max Brooks. And I actually did a trailer review for this, which I will link down below so you guys can see it. But then I'm really excited for this. I'm gonna read the back. We survived the zombie apocalypse, but how many of us are still haunted by the terrible time? We have temporarily defeated the living dead, but at what cost? Told in the haunting and riveting voices of the men and women who witnessed the horror firsthand, World War Z is the only record of the plague years. So this sounds really good, and I've been kind of wanting to read this book, and I saw it for 10 cents, and I was just like, that is mine, and I picked it up before anybody else could. So I'm really happy with all these books, especially this one and the Orson Scott Card one. And I'm really looking forward to reading this, hopefully before the movie comes out. And you guys just tell me if you have read any of these books before, if you plan on getting them, if you like them or if you hated them, or you, like, really, seriously, you guys should just totally read Ender's Game, because they are planning to come out with a movie, which hopefully will be good. But before that, read the book. It's an awesome book. And I will just, you know, guys, I will talk to you guys later. So, I don't know, thumbs up, like the video, and all of that jazz. Don't worry, I won't start singing. I know. Just let it go. Just let it go. Bye, you guys.